Hello, my name is Iona Duncan and I'm a 24-year-old harpist living in London. I present today my new piece entitled Crab On for solo harp. As a child, we often visited the small Scottish town of Oban to see family. One of my favourite things to do while we were there was visit the Oban North Pier with a piece of string, a jacket potato and a packet of ham, and we would create our own fishing lines. We'd sit there for a while, sometimes thinking that the crabs had all gone away, until one person would get a tug on the line and shout, "Crab on!" The piece uses lots of special effects, which are listed in the PDF attached. It's in a 5/4 time signature and often uses downward movements in thirds to represent the sideways walking of the crab. The piece begins and we visit the crab in his carefree underwater environment. All seems to be going well until we reach bar 81, the temptation line. Here, the temptation of that ham and jacket potato is just too much, and he is reeled up and plonked in the bucket with the other victims. Defensive and traumatised by this experience, he begins to fight with the other crabs. The largest crabs land on the bottom of the bucket with the most space, whilst the top ones are left struggling at the surface. To their confusion, they see daylight again and are released. At first they stand still, in defence. But as the water flows around them, they realise that they have the freedom to walk just a few steps and fall back into their environment. Here in the music we reach the cadenza, where I wanted the player to have the freedom to express this idea in their own way. At bar 139, we see a reference to a previous piece of mine, a Scottish folk song entitled Compass, which is all about finding your place in the world. Towards the end of the cadenza, we hear the crab walking sideways, scuttling to his freedom and taking that risk, before the pitch bend of the string sees him fall sideways back into the water. Now at the reprise, we notice that the speed indication is slower, and whilst the key is a tone higher, somehow the feeling is dampened and the music doesn't have quite the same uplifted, carefree emotion as it did at the start. The crab has been traumatised by this experience and unfortunately will not quite be the same again. This is Crab On.